Alright, what the folks at boom. I was going to see 5 numbers after the name. A little tight Tuesday action over here, man. I gotta turn my volume down. You know how they always say, like, turn my headset up. This is turn my headset down over here, man. I want to talk about the first patch that we got. You know, we're getting game updates every day and all that jazz, but I want to talk about the first, like, official patch that we have out for this game where they change stuff and move stuff around, man. I'm just going to kind of give you my highlights. I'm going to go through it real quick and just some stuff that kind of stood out to me, man. Number one was some of the buffs that were given to assault rifles that they've moved back over here, specifically like the ICR. They said they reduce headshot damage. I mean, it's cool, yeah, sure. Like, I honestly haven't used the ICR that much after I kind of got at my beginning phase. I'm using the Maddox a lot. I understand the ICR is a laser. To me, the bigger issue might be maybe you fix grip or grip 2, specifically grip 2, which kind of seems a little bit overkill to have like an attachment on a laser gun that makes it even more like a laser. I would kind of go in that direction rather than the headshot damage, so that's just me. And they kind of did the same thing with the Vapor, where they reduced the headshot damage and eliminating the possibility of a 3-hit kill specifically. I'm all for that. I don't think it should be any three-shot kill, period. And I mean, getting 3 headshots in a row is pretty tough to begin with, so whatevs ultimately. But if someone pops you like a 3 shots, like, and you're like heavy glitch or something like that, that's pretty infuriating. I could kind of understand that. They buffed most of the SMGs. You know, they extended damage range on the Max-9, extended damage range on the Cordite. I guess the GKS, maybe they even slight time increase in between bursts, so that kind of got poofed. And then reduced hipfire accuracy for the dual wheel SOG, which I haven't given really much of a shot yet. I mean, I've used the SOG, but I haven't used the double like wielding option of it, the operator mod. But there was a crew that I ran into once that had it, and it was like, whoa, like, these people were shooting hella quick. Side note, SOG's probably my favorite SMG right now in the game. It shoots so fast, it's mad accurate. You can even get a little bit distance with that bad boy if you really want it. Big fan, big fan of the SOG. I actually unlocked that. I just prestige the other day. I had my second prestige, and I unlocked the Maddox, and I unlocked that partially because they're like very late game things, and you know, kind of makes a little bit of sense to unlock stuff that you get late in the game. The other part, though, is just that they're nice, and that's kind of the main factor behind it over there. The attack rifles, I can't really comment on the stuff that they did to attack rifles. I haven't even gotten there yet. I know that the Swordfish is hella nice, or at least I feel it's hella nice in Blackout. I have not used it in multiplayer. Same thing with the ABR. They kind of increased some of the damage and stuff like that, but I don't really know about that. The other thing that was really interesting, and I think I'm going to read this right off here. The other sniper rifles, here's the sniper rifle section. The other sniper rifles needed help to fight King Paladin. We're giving these rifles reduced idle sway and upping their damage to help finish off wounded targets more consistently. So basically, it's a sniper rifle buff, like all around. I don't know about y'all, but one of the things I'm finding in this game that I'm already not liking a lot or anything is the sniper rifle usage, and specifically the quick shot or quick scope, no scope kind of situation where you just end up dying. I'm all for if you go and aim down sight and you pop me with a sniper rifle, whatever, you could one-shot that kill for all that I care. That's fine. Like, I have no problems with that. Anything chest high, like, or I don't know, yeah, anything like anything hips high, you could one-shot it. I could care less. That to me is perfectly fine if you're like locked in and stuff like that. What you can't tell me though is that all of a sudden these guys are going to have like even an easier time with like less idle sway and even less accuracy reduction in terms of like the hip fire availability of it. That is a little bit tough for me to swallow. Like it just should not be an option that like sniper rifles up close are better than shotguns. I know there's a community of people out there that like it. I know that there's people that's what they do. They no scope, they quick scope. You know, you get. I mean, I've seen cats like jumping off like the top rock over here in jungle, trying to 360 no scope. Like there's a group of people that do that. That's like what they do for like a living. I don't know. It's just ultimate frustration to me when you're having a good game, you're kicking ass, you're playing really good, and then somebody just go poop. And you're like, yo, and you just drop too, because like in this game you have a lot of health, and rarely do you ever like just drop. Like normally you feel getting hit, and you can drop quickly, but you at least kind of feel it. But this is just like, boom, like you're wiped off the earth, and you're like, what the? And it makes that sound, just like, sound like we just heard right there, and oh, it's tough, man. So I don't run into a lot of them. So when I saw that like overall snipers kind of got a buff, I was like, who needed that? Like who asked for the sniper buff? Like. Well, like that's something we needed. We needed a sniper buff. Like, LMGs, they kind of reduced the Titan a little bit. That thing was a beast. They reduced a little bit also on the VKM and whatnot. I don't really have too many comments on those. I haven't really used them. And the pistols, there was this pistol that is still a beast, and it still kind of is. And the Mog 12, I think, or not the Mog 12. The Arcade 7 is the one they kind of touched. There's another pistol, I believe, or maybe it is that one. I think it is that one, actually. Where, like, you could get, like 2 or 3 headshots or something. You, like, kill somebody. Like, I don't know. I've been getting killed by some pistol with, like, a scope that, like, I'm like, yo, what the hell is happening over here? The shotties, they seem to also kind of have nerfed a little bit. But they said it's kind of close to where they wanted to be. I guess I've only used them a handful of times. Not really all that impressed. And they adjusted some of the attachments. For example, grip 2, reduced ADS flinch mitigation, suppressor, reduced damage fall off range. All right, that's all fine. We got our specialists here now, right? So they made changes to the specialists, which, in all fairness, I kind of even forgot that you could make changes to the specialists. I'm not going to go through all of them, but, you know, they reduced the dog's, like, health by 10%. I don't even know how to feel about that dog. I don't like him, period. It reminds me of that dog from Ghost. Like, oftentimes when I see him, I'll just die because he just gets in front of me. But whenever I use him, I feel like he gets stuck on stuff, and he just looks at me, and he's kind of useless. So, I don't know. It's one of those Call of Duty things that, like, when it's used against you, it's like the end of the world. But when you use it, like, does nothing, you're like kind of like, what the hell? And the trip mines are kind of wild with that dude. Like, I run engineer on all my classes, pretty standard. Like, I don't, unless I just prestige, I don't have it. I'm using engineer because it gives so much useful information across the map, especially with all the different specialists and stuff. People stand up chain link fences, barricades. It helps me really know, like, kind of where things are at, and I can kind of plan around that. So engineer just provides us like an extreme amount of information, useful information in this game. But the trip mine thing, like, you could see them with engineer, but I swear I still get popped 1 or 2 times a game because I just don't see them. Like, I don't know if it's my eyes. I don't know if it's just that they're not right enough. I don't know if they're just so well placed sometimes that I can't see it. It's difficult. It's no bueno. They say that they made the ballistic shield. It also takes longer. For example, now in Ajax here. Go back to Ajax. They made the ballistic shield take longer to earn, and also a little bit more like susceptible to explosive damage and not like as strong. I don't know, that thing's a beast, man. Like, when I see someone running with that, I just leave because I'm like, I don't got nothing to do with this guy over here. For Crash, they kind of reduced the points you get. So you used to get 50 points, and they put it at 25 every time the teammate used your pack and whatnot. That's fine, I guess. It sucks. Most people run by it anyway. They don't even pick it up and whatnot. But Crash is useful for other reasons. The Firebreaker, this one is amazing. Purifier has been restored to its former glory. I don't know. I run Firebreaker all the time. I feel since this patch that the Purifier even sucks more. I'm not good with it. So that's ready for starts. I'm not good with it. I know it was good in the other game. I'm not good with it in this game. But it feels crappier now than it did before. So I don't know where that improvement is. And they don't say anything about it. But I feel like my RB, the thermal, the radiation thing, whatever the hell it is, I feel like that's been nerfed because people will kind of get away with it a little bit easier. And I don't know. I feel like that's been nerfed, but it has not been spoken of in terms of this patch. So I guess I'm just wrong over here. They also nerfed Recon, which I guess, but I don't know, man. I mean, I thought that guy was kind of fine. Like, I don't think there was really any need for that. Torque, they kind of increased all his stuff. That guy's a pain in the ass. If you run into like a good Torque, that guy could seal off maps, especially like small ones, man. And I don't want to be seeing any more barricades and stuff like that. I guess it's fine, you know, but it's difficult. Prophet got a little bit of bump, which he needed. Like, the Tempest should be kind of how it used to be, man. Maybe not with the electric stuff peering into each other, but it should be a one-shot, one-kill, man. And everything else is kind of adjustments and whatnot. So, my main gripe about it is they made my dude a little bit weaker. But for the most part, I kind of went through unscathed in terms of guns and stuff that I use, man. Let me know how you feel about this first patch. And hopefully you aren't too many.